Israel is facing doom. Now, this new tactic is wreaking havoc in the ranks of the Israeli military. What I mean by that, let me explain to you guys. But before I do that, not subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. It helps my algorithm. Take a look at this particular news first. As I have said, they are now adopting new tactics. But actually, I think that it is better for you to understand the bigger picture first. What is happening inside of the Israeli military? What is happening inside of the Israeli government? Let's actually talk about that first. So we'll talk about Israel Defense Minister Israel Katz. He clashed with army chief, okay, and we know that this is nothing new. They are clashing, they're fighting over everything every single day. But what is the new clash is about? Well, the new clash is about the deployment of the army in Gaza and also appointment of some of the army generals in the IDF positions. So Israel Katz had a clash with Chief of Staff Eyal Zamir. Now he accused Eyal Zamir of bypassing the chain of command. So Israel Katz, the minister, is accusing the army chief of staff Eyal Zamir of bypassing the chain of command in a late night meeting to approve senior military appointments. What it means? What is the implication of it? We have to understand both of them. So first of all, what it means? It means that Israel Katz, the Israeli defense minister, he is now fearing, and also Netanyahu will also be included in that. He is there, both of them, and the whole government of Netanyahu. They are fearing that this guy, Eyal Zamir, the chief of staff of IDF, he is secretly appointing army officers in very, very sensitive positions. What I think might happen, and the reason why he's doing that, is because let's say the army does not take command from the Israeli government whatsoever, which they are doing right now partially, not completely, but partially, because army said we will not go back to Gaza. The whole army, the platoon of army will not be deployed. But then he said, okay, we will do some of it. Let's not go all in. So they are going back and forth with that. Right now, by this kind of appointments of army officers in sensitive positions, Eyal Zamir is perhaps preparing to take over Israeli governance. What I mean by that is, as a lot of news media reported, that there is going to be a mutiny, a revolt by the army. They might impose martial law. We do not know what nature that would be, but if there is a situation where Eyal Zamir will take over the country, he is appointing those people already in those places so that he will not have any problem if he does go ahead and overthrow the Netanyahu government, which I don't think is going to happen very soon, or if that will happen at all, simply because of Donald Trump. United States, they will not back the army, they will back Netanyahu, and we know that Donald Trump has a very friendly relationship with Netanyahu, so he's not going to sit back and do nothing about it. He might stop aiding Israel, he might threaten them if the army takes over, and he can use his power to do so many things against the army if the army takes over in Israel. So I don't think the army will take over anytime soon, if at all. But the situation right now is at a in a stalemate situation. It's a very, very stagnated situation, because the government, Israeli government, they have promised 400,000 troops will go back to Gaza, and we did not see the mobilization yet. Even though it was approved by Knesset, it was approved by the Israeli government, but we have not seen any such movement in Gaza. We do not know what the military is doing, but right now, Israel Katz, the minister, is having some big qualms, big frictions with the IDF chief. Tells me, or it speaks volume, about the current situation inside of Israel. Now, let's talk about this particular report here. Basically says that Netanyahu does the unthinkable. What is the unthinkable? Well, Israel's Arab allies saw the Hamas decry Gaza plans. I mean, these are all talks, as we know, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to do anything about the Gaza plan. But basically what it says is that Arab nations have sharply condemned Israel's plan to seize full control of Gaza, warning it will trigger a humanitarian catastrophe and destabilize the region. Leaders from Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Qatar, Jordan, and the UAE denounced the move as illegal and dangerous. I mean, that's all they can do. Denounce, say strong, make statements condemning Israel's action, say things that you want to say, but then at the end of the day, there is going to be absolutely no action. This is the situation, and we have also seen how Egypt has struck a deal with Israel, $35 million for gas export to Egypt. Now, there is this another report. So in the beginning of the report, I remember I told you that Al-Qassam, they have adopted new tactic. So basically what it means, this is what the report is coming, that Hamas has launched its fiercest assaults, is the deadliest attack on, looks like to me, in months, across northern Gaza, targeting Israeli tanks, troops, and command posts with back-to-back missile and sniper attacks. The Al-Qassam brigades claim to have killed and injured several Israeli soldiers, captured 3 troops, and intensified operations following the killing of 5 Al Jazeera journalists, including correspondent Anas al-Sharif. Now, what I want you to focus on is the word where it says they have captured 3 troops. Why are they capturing? Well, it is because right now Al-Qassam brigades, as we know, Israel is killing their own hostages, their own people, their own Israelis in Gaza. Because when they talk about release the hostages, what they basically mean is really BS. You see the U.S. politician, the congressmen, the senators, if you confront them about the mass starvation of children and women in Gaza, they will say, oh, release the hostages, Hamas should surrender, and that. They don't care about the hostages. If they did, they would not have bombed Gaza the way they are doing right now as we speak. You don't care about your own people. That's why you're killing everybody. This is, as Donald Trump said, has become a demolition site. But guys, regardless of what it is, this is going to be a huge development. I'll be giving you more updates. Thank you so much for joining this session. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.